We missed the entire conversation on cooking.
Yeah, no. We can get back to that. I want to get back to that. But bed
Okay,
sheets.
let's talk about bed sheets now.
Let's jump in that. Let's segue. Let's like turn without our turn signal
Let's
real quick.
jump right into this.
Bed
What
sheets,
do you
right?
got?
I hate bed sheets. My mom thinks I need to clean my bed sheets like every week, and I tell her, the hardest part isn't doing the laundry for the bed sheets; it's putting them on the bed. Like they give the people who design these, it's like they only give you just enough so that it like stretches over the edge.
I was gonna say it's always like almost too small,
Yeah, exactly.
just too small. Right when you put that last corner on, the
Yeah,
opposite
everything
one
else is like
shoots
no.
out. No
It's so
thanks.
it's the most passive aggressive design, just to mess with you. Um,
So is that why you hate bed sheets?
yeah, I whenever it does pop out, like it's like 11 p.m. and I'm tired, and the it's usually the one of the corners by my feet. It pops out, and I just like I power play. I just like hug it next to me and use it as a blanket. It's like no, I win this time.
That's when you're already in bed. If one of the corners pops up and I'm like already lying down, ready to go to sleep,
Mhm.
it's staying out. I'm not laying on the bed, the part of the bed that it's out though. I gotta like do it
Yeah.
like
No,
you
you
said.
you gotta cocoon
You gotta
yourself
wrap it
in the
around.
sheets still.
Gotta stay safe from whatever's on that
Make the
bed.
sheets work for you. You know, don't work for the sheets. You shouldn't be
What if you
working that
were
hard.
what if you were going to bed and you noticed some corners up
I
and you
would.
were
Oh,
really tired?
how up were they? Like, are they like yanked? Like they're, or is it like I just gotta
Let's
scrunch it?
say
If I gotta scrunch
there's
it down a little bit, then that's fine. If it's three
there's
corners, if it's like two corners, then that's a struggle, and I have to like, I'll be losing some sleep that night.
you almost said three. What would happen if it was three corners?
Three? No,
I feel like
three.
at that point you have to do something.
Exactly. Two is when I decide I make like a judgment call. Like I have an exam tomorrow. I can't be like stressing over this right now. And then three is like, okay, I have to deal with this now, or else it'll haunt me in my sleep. Four is not even in question.
You just forgot to put the sheet on.
Yeah. It's just a second blanket at that point. Yeah. Dude, back to cooking. No, I think we both like to cook. Can you explain something to me? I remember
Sure.
I was on my notes app, and I remember like I think I remember telling you in the past how like I would write stuff down I find interesting.
Hmm.
Um, one of the sections I have is like secret things I like but people don't know about, and I wrote stuff down for you and Trico for some reason because it was like one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Trico wrote down watching the world end, and I wrote down two things for you, which was cooking and cereal. You said,
Cereal.
yeah, I don't know
What about cereal?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. You're the
Hang on.
expert.
So did I say this or did you think this is
Is this
interesting
inverted?
about me?
Is this inverted?
What do you mean?
Is Can you read it or is it like backwards for you?
Hang on. I gotta tilt
I
my
know
phone up.
my camera's kind of shitty, so.
Secret pleasures of mine. So
Okay,
did
never
you
mind.
ask me and I said
I did.
cereal?
Um, you said maybe you said as a joke, but I wrote both down.
No, it's
Um,
definitely not a joke. I do enjoy cereal. I
okay.
am a cereal connoisseur, if you would.
Okay, what's your favorite cereal?
Probably Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puff. I always find that a little too indulgent for me. It's like way too chocolatey.
Okay.
But like
Is
when
it
you
like
drink, actually, honestly, when you drink the milk after, that's like the best part. It hits.
I would agree if I wasn't lactose intolerant, I would agree. Yeah. There's kind of a problem though in drinking the milk
That's
after.
definitely a problem. Eating cereal,
I still do it though. I just power through and feel sad after.
in the toilet. Jeremy, why are you in there so long?
I did it to myself. It's still worth it though. Probably
You
my
you
favorite
even
dessert,
you
sugary
even you,
cereal.
huh? I wouldn't consider that a dessert. Honestly, I kind of would. I feel like it's pretty open ended. That's
I
fine.
was in like I don't know if your parents did this, but mine were if we went to the grocery store, if we wanted a cereal, it had to be below 10 grams of sugar on the
Oh,
box.
okay. I didn't know. I didn't know where that was going. My parents were like one box and
And it could be anything.
no funny characters. Um,
Really?
no, it was always Cheerios. I'm like,
But
Mom, I don't want to
did
be
you
a
have the
part.
choice or was it just
I didn't.
unspoken rule?
It was. I'm making it sound like they're so strict. It was very much like, I'm gonna choose this for you, and I didn't care enough kind of situation.
Okay.
But
Okay, yeah.
back to you. About when you bought cereal. About This is new to me. About under 110 grams of sugar. I mean, 10 grams of sugar.
Under 100 grams of sugar.
Jeremy, this is literally straight sugar.
You just picked up a bag of sugar. Sorry. No, that was pretty much it. It was just if it was under 10 grams. So I think pretty much all the sugary good cereals were out. I think, oh, what was it? Do you know Kix?
Yeah,
That
they're like those
cereal?
balls.
Yeah, they're
The
not very
fun.
good, but those were under 10. And there was this one that was like Kix Berry, and it was, I think, 9 grams of sugar. So we try to swing that one every time. Would not recommend, but that was like as sweet as we could get as a kid.
That's oh man. Are you? I mean, I bet you appreciate cereal now even more. I mean, what's your degrees of freedom now? Can you go above like 11 grams of sugar?
No,
Uh,
if I go to the grocery store, if I'm like down at UMass going shopping, my parents will call me if I buy something over
oh
10
really?
grams of sugar. No, no, I'm joking. No, no, it's whatever now. They don't care. That was more of
Yeah,
like when I was a little kid.
yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they were worried. Like my parents were worried because I ate a lot as a kid. I don't know if that was your same issue. I don't know. You seem to you get like I think about how often you get sweets and more and don't get fat, and I think to myself how lucky you are to like have that kind of metabolism.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was your situation as a kid, but
no, I would eat a lot as a kid too. My metabolism is just ridiculous.
I just can't imagine fat Jeremy. It's not in my word. It's not in
Well,
my
I don't know.
memory bank.
Give it 30 years. We'll see.
It's
We'll see.
I'll hear those rumors going around. It's like you hear about Jeremy lately?
Dude, he
Jeremy's
got huge.
it's one of those rumors that are like him. No way, not Jeremy.
I don't believe it. Then you go to my house and just see the recycle bin is just overflowing with Reese's Puffs boxes. You start crying.
No.
What happened? Where did I go wrong? Give me more. No, yeah. Hopefully not, but I feel like that's always what happens when you get older.
Mhm.
I'll start watching what I eat. But yeah, back on cooking. I wanted
Cooking,
to
great.
ask. You said you have this. You talked about Vietnamese dishes.
Yeah,
What is like? Do you have some favorites? I know like nothing about Vietnamese cuisine.
I it's a lot of rice noodles and just rice, like rice based stuff. And
Hmm.
then I mean I just said just now rice noodles is pretty much a derivative of rice, so hence the name. I'm elaborating way too much. So
I don't
like
think so.
okay, so like you have spring rolls. That's
Hmm.
big.
Spring
Like
rolls are good.
oh, okay. I'm always confused since like looking at the menu at UMass when it says spring rolls and I think egg rolls is like, but I think I'm actually wrong about that. Like
Does your family put meat in your spring rolls?
not lately, but sometimes she would. She put pork and shrimp, but lately she's been putting like coconut and tofu, which is like not as good. Um, I think
But the
some.
UMass ones, not to cut you off, you can
I
keep
don't know. Go
going.
ahead. No, that's I just didn't like the coconut ones as much. That's all.
Did they taste like coconutty, or was it like
Yeah,
coconut
they taste.
extract?
There's a strong like
That sounds like a.
I won't use the word hint because it's more of a hint, but it's a strong like sucker punch of coconut. It's like
Yeah, I feel like that's an odd combination there.
coconut
No,
is
but the
surprisingly though coconut is like super big in Vietnamese cuisine. Like they use coconut and What am I thinking of right now? Sauces. They use coconut in their sauces, and they also use coconut sugar and in a lot of their sauces because like a lot of the sauces are like sweet and sour. Those are the big
Hmm.
flavors in Vietnamese food, and the sweet usually comes from coconut stuff.
I like coconut. That sounds good. I
I
think.
yeah, I like coconut sugar. I mean I guess I can't really taste coconut from there, but yeah, I don't like coconut meat. Like people put the shavings on stuff, and I'm
Mm.
like, yeah,
Is it like a consistency thing, or
kind of,
have you
yeah.
grown
It tastes kind
sick
of.
of coconuts too?
Oh, I've
Does your
never.
family have a lot of coconut?
Oh, like actual coconuts?
No, I mean like in their
Oh, just
dishes.
yeah, yeah. My mom hardly uses coconut in too much of her food, but she uses it in desserts a lot. Um, and Vietnamese desserts are like gelatin or like gelatin types of products. Um,
Hmm.
and they have like strong coconut flavor in them. Um, I honestly prefer like I actually don't prefer American desserts more because I feel like they're a little bit too overbearing for me. There's a cat in your background.
Oh, can you see her in the?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
that's Nina.
Nina.
She's cute. She's also crazy.
Uh,
Here, ready?
Nina sounds more
Meows a
like
lot.
my
Come on.
CS 121 professor. Uh, I'm just gonna trash that joke, dude. She is she's cute. She's a cutie.
She's nuts.
Uh,
She like runs into walls and jumps like head first off the stairs sometimes.
that sounds like those seem like dog traits, not like cat
Yeah,
seem.
she acts like a dog. And she attacks our other cat too. But
Oh
she's
man,
also like really tiny, so she can bite you and it won't do anything. It'll still
mhm.
hurt, but
Those seem like a pattern with small animals. They're just assholes more often than big animals.
yeah, I had this person I was hanging out with. I went to their house once and their little dog hates me. It
Hmm.
hates me. It bit my arm last week. Like really bit my arm. And it was right when I like picked her up.
You have
It
any
was a
marks,
mess.
or did
Yes,
it
I
just hurt
do.
really bad?
No, I have marks. It was pretty deep. I was worried it was going to get infected, but it did not,
I'm
which is
surprised
good.
that because I've always run into dogs who quote unquote bark but not bite, and like it
Dude,
seems
don't worry. He doesn't bite.
seems like it happens.
The dog's like salivating at the mouth. It's got
just
teeth in
foam,
places you didn't know they could grow.
just foaming. Yeah.
Dude, he's friendly. Don't worry. Just don't look at him. No, but this dog is always so nice and so cute. It just does not like me,
Mm,
which stinks. But
mm.
what are you gonna do?
It's like you have to weigh your choices. It's like, do I hang out with this person or get bit? Another trip to the infirmary.
Now, only my house. Not going back. That dog's trying to kill me.
Mm.
But yeah. Oh, it cut out for a sec.
Oh, I think maybe it's on my end. Um, what
Whoa,
is
it
happening?
got close.
What happened? What
It
closed?
got really zoomed in on your face for a sec.
I don't know
What's
what happened.
happening? Looking
I
good.
wait. What?
What?
Did anything change? Do I look better? What?
You always look good.
Thank you. You same.
All right, I
I
gotta ask though.
okay.
Nebraska, how's the move?
Um, it's definitely a slower pace out here. Like, there's nothing's really exciting going on, but like, I don't imagine too much is going on in general in the US. But well, how about you? Are like have most of your routines changed, or okay, that's a dumb
Yeah,
question. That's a dumb
I
question.
would
Granted,
say
like online
no.
classes and social
No, it's not a dumb
distancing.
question.
Um, no, yeah, honestly, like because it's been slow paced out here, like, and there aren't like movie theaters. Well, there are. There's like one. There aren't like
In
shopping
the whole
malls.
state.
There's just one movie theater.
Are there no malls?
There aren't too many outlets nearby. It's very like far off, and like the town of Omaha, like a lot of a lot of the buildings in the city area. I would call it a city, but it's pretty suburban,
Hmm.
and a lot of the buildings are just like businesses. Nothing. There's no hotspots to like. There's no coffee shops. They're like basic.
Really?
There's basic
It's like mom and
like
pop shops?
no, just chain.
What?
Yeah, you have like Starbucks, obviously, and Dunkin' Donuts, and like basic fast food chains. But yeah, you hardly see any small shops. I'm now noticing that like that's not a thing. They're all like
Huh.
I wouldn't say corporate like but like big businesses. Not a lot, I don't know. Maybe there's just not like a lot of like flexibility to start your own business because like nothing's really exciting that's going on here anyways.
Yeah, well,
They
that's a
have a
big
lot
thing.
of they have a lot of churches
Do
and
they?
yeah, like a lot of different
I was
sects,
like, wait a minute, hang on.
sect.
Something's not adding up. No.
How do you say SECT
You
without
got it. It's sects.
sex? They they have a lot of sex
Dude, I have a lot of the sects.
at my church.
At all the different churches, all the churches in Nebraska. Well,
Lucky
maybe that's
me.
what they're doing. Instead of going to mom and pop shops, they're going to church every day.
Maybe I I guess that's my like gauge for like the demographic around here.
That's
Like
interesting.
the number of churches around here is like insane, and I'm thinking to myself like, how many people here are Christians? I also do like home like floor installation a lot, and a lot of the homes there's like crosses hanging around everywhere too.
Mhm.
So I guess it's pretty big out here.
Is Nebraska down in the Bible Belt? Or,
The what?
yeah, you ever heard of that? The Bible Belt?
Bible Belks. I don't know what that means.
It's just a collection of states down
Oh,
kind of in that area.
you mean like Colorado, and then like you can go from one state to another, or
No. Have you been there though? Are you around there?
no? I have yet to move that to drive that far because I have no reason to. Honestly, I'm
Understandable.
too busy. Well, that's not true. I could have done something in the summer, but I didn't.
What did you do over the summer?
Mainly just work with my dad. Like like when I around the time I finished classes for the spring, I just started
Mhm.
working with him right away, and that started the case now too. I'm trying to balance work with classes, which is kind of weird, but
How many classes have you taken?
I guess five technically, but one of them is 494 life after biology.
I don't. You're
Oh,
taking that already?
yeah, it's one of the requirements for biology majors.
How is it so far?
I have it starting tomorrow, but I don't know what it's like. I haven't
Okay.
looked at the syllabus yet for that. I'll probably do it tonight.
I gotta say, classes so far, not having a good time.
It's weird. It's definitely
Yeah.
weird, especially with like Zoom calls and Moodle like not working
Yeah,
at
Moodle just not feeling like working on the first day of classes. Always good. Can't say I'm surprised.
Mhm. My one of my
No, but like,
professors was like, yeah, the plan for this semester was to have like breakout sessions, but Zoom can't handle like more than 200. So it's like, let's scratch that. What else should we do? And I was like, I'll think of something later. It's like, okay.
dude, imagine a Lance's Music 100 over Zoom.
Dude, that's crazy. What? Everyone is literally on their laptop, but like they have Zoom closed out. And
Dude, he's got to like hire somebody to go to his house from UMass to work all the technology.
Mm-hmm.
The camera's gonna be like right in his face.
Yeah,
Like,
this is Mike working.
all right, class, today we're if you turn to page 100, is this thing on?
uh, hmm.
Miss that class. I
Yeah,
miss Lance,
people didn't
except
do
I don't.
people that didn't do Lance enough justice in that class. Like it was a pretty easy A, very easy A, probably my easiest A, one of it.
Probably, yeah. Oh,
I saw something on Reddit that said the same thing. It was like, dude, Lance is my man. I was like, that is so true.
it is true, dude. He is the man.
I checked his it's funny. I checked his rate my professor not too long ago, and you know, did you remember when Arnish posted like his thing? He was like,
Yeah.
I've never met this man in my life, but I've heard good things about him. Would take again. Yeah, that was still there.
That's still there.
Yeah, dude, Lance is gonna take every 5 star he can get.
Dude, found this helpful. But to circle back to Nebraska, you were talking about how there isn't a lot going on.
Mhm.
I gotta ask, working in the houses, do you notice if them are a lot of the houses and churches old or are they newer, more modern,
Hmm. A
or is it
lot
just
of
kind of like around here?
That's a good question. I feel like well, here's yeah, a lot of the houses are definitely old. Like most every like home that's already occupied by a person, um, is like the floor is very old, and that's why they wanted to
Mhm.
change it because the house has been there for a while. And then there's also new houses being built by like different contracting companies, and those houses are completely new when we're
Do
putting
they
in
all
the
look the same
yeah,
per
generally
contracting company? Yeah.
yeah, it's like the same blueprint every time. It's like, wait, have we been here before? And it's like, no, it's just like the same model, like design. So yeah, it's kind of like black and white. I either work at a house that's been there for a long time, or I like install floors to a house that's going to
Mhm.
be like a model home essentially.
Is it flat out there too, the land?
Very flat.
Is it?
Yeah,
I feel
I
like,
could drive for miles on end and be on the country-ish side where there's like so much farmland. Like even the farmland doesn't even slope. It's just like flat corn for miles.
corn. I was gonna ask, is it animals or corn?
Definitely corn is the big
Oh my.
harvest here. I never thought. I always thought I was being played when like this is the corn state because I like our football team's called the Huskers. But I saw no corn out here for the longest time. But now it's summer, and I guess this is when like the harvest really kicks in. There's corn everywhere now. Um, so much corn.
You ever go like, do you worry about going nuts driving down those streets of just corn
Yeah.
after corn after corn?
I think about just left turn, and just like drive into the maze. Maybe I'll find a different
See
place.
where it takes you.
Yeah, take me away from Nebraska. It's weird. I've gotten like used to it in the sense that I'm okay if my life is always this boring, but I feel I would be open to more excitement in the future. Like I don't plan to live out here for the rest of my life, but I'm open to the idea that it's possible that that might happen. I do want
If
to
it
find.
did happen, would you, is this like, when you say you're open to this being a possibility, is it like, oh, it might happen? Or is it like, I could live with it if it did?
I don't know how strong my like passion is for like getting out of here, but I would prefer not to live here for
Okay.
because I still feel kind of like alien out here. Nothing really vibes with me. There's the few people that I know, they seem okay, but nobody like seems out there. Everyone's like normal. I made that sound bad, but there's a big old
It
people
can
demo.
get boring,
Yeah,
right?
let's
Milk toast people. Props to them though, honestly.
yeah, a lot of them are nice people.
Yeah, although like also no, I feel like nobody, although I haven't been to Nebraska, maybe it is true, you meeting these people, but I feel like also nobody really is boring too, you know?
That's true. I haven't really gotten to know everyone that well. Because like most of the time, I just meet people at face value. Like whether I'm meeting people like the homeowners for a house, or I'm meeting like someone at the groceries. That has never happened. I don't know why I even proposed that. That's never happened before. I've never had a one-to-one talk with someone at the grocery store. That's so weird. Hey, you getting yams? That's kind of what's a yam?
How do you pick out a good yam?
Sir, are
Just
you
like
hitting?
follow
Sir,
him to the parking lot. How much did you pay for that? Leave me alone, please. I'll call the police. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. I've gotten to know my So the reason why my parents moved out here was because of work. My dad,
Mhm.
when my dad moved to America, he came to Massachusetts, but he came here with a friend, and his friend, I don't know, chose to keep moving west, and eventually went to Nebraska for work. Um, and that's how he like got the idea to move out here. My dad did because my dad's friend ended up like telling like revisiting him and telling him, you know,
Mhm.
like there's better work out here. And I guess that is the case because like my dad didn't have like a great situation financially in Massachusetts, just because like he was just working to make like ends meet. But like out here, it's very much slower pace, and like more he's more comfortable with like bills and just like leisure time.
Was it
Um,
like just how expensive Mass is, or is
yeah,
there more
exactly.
business
Like
out in Nebraska?
that's a big one. Like property value is like down the drain,
Ridiculous.
ridiculously low here. Like we pay mortgage here, and it's far lower than the apartment we owned in Swampscott, Massachusetts.
Hmm. How's meeting people gone down there?
I've gotten to know my dad's friend's family. I wouldn't say they're for me. Like my personality just doesn't exactly match up with them in terms of like outgoing quirkiness, so to speak. Like I mean,
Dude,
everyone's quirky
you're
in here.
quirky.
I'm quirky. I am.
You are quirky.
I don't know what it is. Maybe I feel superior that I don't want to go to their level and be weird with them.
To the
They're
Nebraska
my.
level.
I'll be honest. I had that kind of racism actually for like a short time. Like
Really?
to a degree that like it's
People
okay.
were calling you out on it.
No, I just thought in my
What's wrong
head.
with the corn, Brian?
I just it was like I just made a lot of assumptions about people from Nebraska. Like, oh, you guys like there's nothing going on out here. The big businesses is like farming, uh, healthcare. Like, there's a lot of hospitals out here.
Mhm.
There's a lot of churches, and I'm like, there's not too much job opportunities out here in terms of like tech. Like, it doesn't really go in that direction. So I'm like, okay, so this is what Nebraska is chalked up to be: farmers, like clergymen, and like nurses, essentially. But like, obviously, it's dumb to make an assumption like that. I don't know how long I had this like this this bias for. I think it was just for a short time.
So, a majority of the people working there aren't nurses, farmers, and clergymen, though.
Yeah. There's like people doing like office work, and that entails like a lot of different things, I guess.
Cubicle work.
Yeah, so pretty much like
You ever seen Office Space?
Office Space.
The movie. You've never seen it?
Oh no, I don't. Is it good? I don't know anything
It is
about
good.
this movie.
You should watch it. It's funny. Do you watch a lot of movies?
I haven't watched the movie in a. Well, last movie I saw it with my brother. We saw Spider-Man, the recent one, where
I
he
haven't
like
seen it.
it's the one where he
It's
has like
got Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
yeah, that's the one. Uh-huh.
I would highly advise watching Office Space. It's a good movie, unless you're like not a big movie guy.
No, no, I just like I like I'm very like what's the word, precarious with my time, and I'm like
No, yeah,
I make a lot of decisions in my mind, like is this movie worth it or not, and then I look at ratings and like have I even heard of this movie before?
cynical.
It's this weird paradox where it's like have I even heard of this movie, or have I even heard of this director? And it's like if I don't, then like my
I'll watch it.
my implicit bias is like, never mind. It's probably a terrible movie. But
No,
no,
I get that. I haven't watched a lot of movies to be honest
I'm
too.
so hardwired to like throw stuff out the window when I don't want to like think about it too long. But the Office Space doesn't matter.
Office Space.
Okay, I will take a look at it definitely.
I'll check it out. I'll check out the reviews. If it's too low, hopefully you know the director.
Nah, Jeremy is a reliable critic.
I hope so.
You write your review on the movie too funny.
Dude, made me laugh out loud. They put it on the cover of the DVD. This one random schmuck said, "Fun for the whole family." That's what I would do when I was a little kid. If I saw a movie and it had one of those on the box and it was only like fun for the whole family from this like weird, it was like the movie review or something that sounded fake. I'd be like, okay, that's how you know this is a bad movie.
Dude.
It's one thing if they put like the New York Times or something like that on it, but when it's like my my creepy uncle, great film. It's like, okay, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for this.
That's what they mean by a family film. It's like their uncle literally like directed and recorded the whole thing through his like camcorder. It's like
And their parents are like, don't watch this movie. We only own it to make them feel better.
everybody thinks you're Federico Fellini.
Who's that?
Wait, he's like the Italian film guy who made like a lot of classic like black and white Italian films. He does
See,
like
you know more about film than I do.
he does camera work. It's more of a meme that I know about him. Honestly, it's like oh you're good with camera angles, aren't you? Everybody shooting their YouTube channels through a drone nowadays. And,
You name drop this dude. Everybody's like, what are you talking about, Brian? Or do they get it? Am I in the minority here? If you were to make that reference, would people get it?
I have no demographic yet for this thing.
I've never heard that guy's name. That's funny though.
Okay, I'll be honest. I was listening to like a George Carlin special, a stand-up special, and he mentioned it. Like he hates people who use camcorders because like they think it's so sophisticated. Like a woman, and they especially they especially don't let women use it because it's so sophisticated. You push a button, and you push, and then you push the button again.
Whoa, radical.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Maybe a more relatable would be like everybody thinks they're Quentin Tarantino with the pan shots and the close-ups and
with all the fucks and the blood filming.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a big although it makes sense. Film school vibe is you'll have the kids that go to film school and they'll be like, they'll just basically try to be Quentin Tarantino, you know? Hey, so I have the script. It's about these guys, and there's a lot of blood and guns, and they're blasting each other.
The camera pans in your face like every 10 seconds.
There's a lot of old classic rock playing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like filming documentaries at, I don't know, all those niche schools would be kind of funny, you know?
I wouldn't know. I feel like I feel like film school. I can't even imagine what film school's like. So
I could not either. All I can imagine is that one kid trying to be Quentin Tarantino. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it all is.
No.
A bunch of tiny Tarantinos.
The professor, he's like projecting. Like he's got a camera He's like projecting it on like the screen on the wall. He's like he's
All
going
right, what's your
through the
answer to the
aisle.
test? Look at Jimmy. Oh, he got that one wrong. It's
I'll
gonna
be
make
honest.
such a montage scene later.
This is kind of stupid. You remember like in Jimmy Neutron when he finally went to college, and he goes
No,
and everyone like he thinks he's so like cool because he brought his jetpack to school, and like the professor's like, "All right, Jimmy, like just hang up your jetpack with the rest of the students." Like
I
he has,
might remember that.
that's literally what I thought like college or like engineering tech school was like when I was like 10 or something. I was like, oh, everyone's inventing shit like every day. Cause I went to like SAT camp and they took us to MIT once. And do you know how many people at MIT don't ride bikes? They ride like their own invented like one wheel hover bike, something like
I
that.
do not.
It's kind of it's kind of like pretentious, honestly. Like you like, hey, I'm riding around the thing I built like in my garage. How about that? Honestly, it's
It's a
kind of
very
cool.
MIT thing.
It's kind of cool. Like there are tons of people that do ride bike because like the campus is kind of like one big it's a fairly big area, but
Mhm.
a lot of people like besides bikes. I see a lot of these one wheeled things. I don't know what they're called, but like they have motors on them. Um,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, I see those a lot. I saw those a lot. People just riding.
Those are getting pretty big. I've seen like ads for them now, just on YouTube and stuff.
They look goofy at first, but I feel like they're starting to. I feel like people start to think like when they're walking and sweating, like before getting to class, they're like, "Hey, you look stupid," and it's like, maybe I could use something too. You see people riding scooters on campus.
Do we?
I see that.
Probably, I'd
I see
imagine.
that a fair amount of time. People riding motorized scooters. I would think.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would think
The
the same.
motorized skateboards too.
Yeah, yeah, that too. That's stylish. That's definitely
That is stylish.
yeah. And you see them with your
Kind of
little
goofy to watch. Yeah, they've always
they got
got
their
the
little
lanyard
controller.
sticking out. They got their hands in their pockets.
Yeah,
They're going like 20 down the hill.
yeah.
I started skating over the summer, not
Ooh,
motorized, but I got a board. My friends have been
the
going
old
out
fashioned way.
skating.
Yeah. Skateboard
This
or longboard?
skateboard, yeah.
Okay.
I have friends that are longboarding. To be honest, I kind of wish I got a longboard just because I haven't had like
Like,
time to learn tricks and stuff,
mhm. The thing about
but it's still
longboarding
fun.
is that you get the benefit of like style points while also just cruising and not giving any effort.
Yeah,
With the skateboard, it's like you have to put in the effort to look stylish. You gotta do kick flips every once in a while to get an
just to
applause.
remind people.
If you're cruising next to a longboarder, you're gonna get outshined unless you do like a kickflip now and then.
Also, the wheels on the longboard make it such a smoother ride
They
too.
do.
You feel like
I
every
love that.
crack. Yeah,
You feel
and a
all those
skateboard.
grooves. No, that's true. That's kind of what turned me off about skateboards. But I respect people who like go in. People who because skateboarding has like you feel everything.
Yeah. Let
And
me tell you, you would not respect me. I can do, I think right now I can do something that vaguely resembles an ollie and maybe a power slide, but like a really slow one. I don't know if you know what that is.
I know an ollie. I don't know what a power slide is.
It's just if you're riding one way, you pretty much drag the back wheels over to the front and spin around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
It's
I
not
know.
too tough, but
hmm I
kind of
mean,
cool.
you just started this summer, right? You said your
Yeah.
friends. You said your friends are also like into the skating
Yeah,
scene.
some of them. There's not a scene.
It's
I
just like
wish.
it's just you and another guy at the skate park, and everyone else is like with their moms or something.
All the kids in their
Radical.
full gear.
Yeah,
Mom, I want to go on
I want to
the
look like
half
that
pipe.
guy. Why is there a half
You don't
pipe
want to be
here?
like him. No, but yeah, there's like no scene for anything, and at least around where I am, my neck of the woods. You know,
Is it kind of like I wouldn't want to say basic, like not too much going on in your neighborhood.
yeah,
Like,
it's not basic. There's a lot of cool stuff. It's just I feel like I've just gotten used to it. You know, There's a lot of hiking trails and nice outdoors areas, but
Mm.
none of the stuff I'm interested in, I can't complain though. I feel like Nebraska's got even less going on. Hopefully
Yeah.
not, but I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
kind of miss going back.
I would expect more too. I forgot to bring my longboard home to Nebraska, so that would have been fun to do. But
You longboard.
yeah, look at that. I'm part of the scene. I can't.
You are the scene.
I don't know if you can do any tricks at all with a longboard because it's so heavy. Like
I heard longboard tricks are like surf tricks where it's pretty much just positioning your feet in different spots,
right. That's another thing. Like you're going downhill and you start like skirt, like big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I don't. My specific longboard has like fat rubber wheels, so you can't really. I don't think you can skid as much. I think you need like those plastic.
Yeah, the hard ones.
Mhm. I see those. I see like I went on a website once to buy like longboarding, not to buy longboard gear, but just to look at it, browse, and
Mhm.
like there's like these things. I don't know what they're called. They're like gloves, but there's like a hockey puck, like a steel disc on your hand, so like you can scrape it against the ground and it makes sparks. Like apparently that's kind of big in longboarding. Like when you need to like there's like similar to the bed sheets. There's like 4 stages where you're using your feet, using both your feet to skid, but then
Mhm.
you take it a tier up and you use one hand. So like you got 3 limbs like on the ground. One hand is fucking
One
like
on the
big
board.
sparks. And then
Dude, you gotta like tape your entire body, cover them with the sparks, and just bail going down a hill.
you ever seen that Jackie Chan movie where he like covered himself in wheels and he's like
No, what?
he's going down like like I don't know, the Tour de France, like those streets where bicycles go. I
Mhm.
don't know what the name of the movie is, but like I could look it up. He like literally covers himself in wheels. And because it's like an action movie and he's trying to get away from a car and he's like, you know what, like I'm not gonna use a car to drive away. I'm gonna be a human skateboard.
How does he cover himself in wheels that fast though if he's trying to escape something?
No, no,
Or
no.
does
It's
he
like
have
a
like an
suit.
hour to prepare for the bad guys to show up? So he's like, DIY time. This is gonna look so cool.
Chinese Zodiac. That's the name of the movie.
I've got a
Uh,
fun fact.
I
Or
can
a
share.
not so fun fact.
I can share screen the what his suit looks like.
Go for it.
Kind of
Can you
epic.
share a video of the scene?
Yeah, sure, I can do that too. It's like, oh, maybe it's, huh? This is like a legit suit. This is what Jackie Chan wore.
Oh, I got it. So he
He's
had to
got,
like put a suit on.
yeah. I don't know I don't know any context to it, but he's literally, he's so dynamic. He's like, you see his feet. It's like,
Yeah, dude.
okay, and
He could flip on his back.
literally, he's like, first I'm rollerblading. Now I'm just gonna like literally lie down and just cruise.
Dude,
It's
fuck it,
weird.
nappy time.
There's no hands. He's just wheels.
It looks like a foot. He's got feet for hands.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that he like I don't even know. In my mind, it was some like shoddy, just like strapped wheels to himself and rolled down the hill.
He's like, oh man, the bad guys are coming. There's duct tape
He's
and
like,
there's a bunch of like I don't know, wheelies. And it's like,
let me
all
just
right.
have them question my mental stability. Maybe they'll stop chasing me. No, but he's got like a full suit on in the
Mm-hmm.
movie. It looks like that would make a lot more sense.
Because it's so dynamic in the movie. Like he's on his stomach, and then he's like, "Oh, like the car is going right under me, so I gotta like flip over because I got wheels on my back as well." Yeah, I only saw
Pretty
that one
cool.
scene, and like I gained more respect for the guy. He does
Already got tons of respect for the guy,
he does his own
you know,
stuff, like which is crazy. Um,
especially for the stunts he does too. Not
mhm.
that I'm like a expert on Jackie Chan, but from what I've seen, he's done some cool stuff.
he did this one stunt where it was a fail, but like he was up on a tree and he fell so hard down the tree that like he broke like a chunk of his skull. But no,
Yikes.
it was like in his temple or something. But like there's like a chunk of plastic in his head now. But I mean, it doesn't. He's like all good now.
That's also in like years of doing stunts.
Mhm.
Hopefully, hopefully that's the worst thing that's happened to him and nothing worse has
Yeah.
happened. But
He
the
looks.
fact that he's alive is
Mhm. He looks pretty. I don't. I don't routinely look up his age, but I'm gonna look it up right now. He's 66. Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, he looks good for his age. Last time I looked. Mm,
We probably keeps in wicked shape.
yeah. Also, I feel like
Do you say?
it's an
Sorry, keep
Asian.
going.
I feel like it's an Asian thing. That's all.
What
I,
aging?
yeah, like you either look like you're 12 or you're 60 when you're Asian. Cause I don't know. I always got mixed messages as a kid when going to like
What people would say you look like you're 60?
no, it was like, oh, are you in college yet? And I'm like just starting high school, or it was like a big switch. Because I used to look really young. Not that I still look young,
Hmm.
but I used to look like a toddler when I was like 12 or something, and I got into movies for free for discount prices and stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was like, oh, is this your little boy? Like
Eat
my
off the kids menu at the nines.
yeah. How was sorry, before I cut you off or before I finished my thought, you said
Mhm.
something or
Oh, it was just um, speaking of Jackie Chan. In the TV show Jackie Chan's Adventures, Jackie Chan does not voice the character of Jackie Chan.
the animated one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That I was so played. He played us.
But he does I feel like he shows up sometimes in the show, like afterwards or during
Oh
credits or something.
yeah. It's like the real life. It's like the real life Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
He comes
It's
in the
like,
scene. I don't know what that
dude,
looks.
he'll do all his own stunts. He'll risk his life. He will not voice himself in his own TV show.
The
That's
irony.
that's that is the line he does not cross.
All right, Jackie Chan. All right, we're gonna need you to jump over this train, catch that zip line, and look into the camera and say see you later. And it's like, no, that last part we can't do that.
we can we need you to jump off of this moving plane without a parachute, and then as you're going down, just just talk over some of these lines. Just say, "Hey, how are you?"
It's just come on, just for practice, muscle memory. It's like, nope, can't do it.
Talk to my lawyer.
His lawyer doesn't talk either.
Only stunts. We'll nonverbal communication only.
That'd be a pretty sick stunt double, like a guy who only does stunts, but he's like deaf.
Your lawyer.
Hey man, you gotta be my stunt double. He doesn't
Hey
talk.
man, Jimmy's trying to kick my ass after school today. You're my lawyer. Can you just kind of stunt double for me? You don't pay me enough for this. But yeah, before you said before you cut me or something like that. Before I cut you off, whatever. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna segue, but like I was thinking about like how I always think to myself, like where I want the conversation to go, and I feel like that's a bad way of thinking. Like I should just let it go naturally wherever it goes.
Dude, we
Because
went from Vietnamese food to Jackie Chan.
yeah, I wasn't expecting this, but like we're just rolling with it. So
Come on, what's next? Chop chop.
no, I guess I was also curious
Joking.
about your home situation. Like I know you plan to live on campus, but you know that's kind of in the puts now. Um,
Yeah, I'm glad to be honest it didn't work out because I would be down a lot of money for a
yeah,
place I wouldn't use. Although I'd love to be I'd love to be out of the house, you know.
Mhm.
I don't know if well, that's not true. I'd love to be back at
I was
UMass,
ta- I
especially now.
I talked to Steph about like how things went down for you. The reason why I was like keeping tabs on you guys was because like I was also in a weird house situation where
Hmm.
around the same time it was like we don't have enough people to like make the rent feasible for the semester, and it seemed like you guys were in a similar boat where like it was getting expensive, uh, too expensive, like where it wasn't worth it at that point. And I don't know. I saw on the Facebook page for UMass Housing that Steph posted like the sub. You guys were trying to sublet the house too, even.
Yeah, I don't think I would have mind keeping it if we got a subletter, to be honest. Although now, I mean, at least at the time, now looking back, it's like who knows if we'll even be at school in the spring at this rate, you know?
That's a
So,
fair question. I'm like confident I'll be here for the spring. Um, well,
as in Nebraska,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking
How
now too.
do you think you would have been comfortable with being like a sub tenant to like a sublet person? Like I
What do
don't
you
know
mean?
how does that work, subletting a house to someone? Because my
I
situation,
think it's just they pretty much report to us unless we tell them or,
it seems very
um,
much under the table, you know?
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it, you know, as long as they're not destroying the place or taking
Yeah.
advantage of us. If they're paying their rent, it's
Hmm.
whatever, you know, just try to be chill.
Yeah. It was yeah. I guess we at Pine Street, the house I was going to live in, it was a similar kind of attitude. Like
Was
we
that the
could,
big one?
yeah, it was a big house that could fit
Okay.
like 8 people in it comfortably, or 7 people, maybe I'm being
That'd be
generous.
awesome.
Yeah,
That'd be
it 'cause
really cool to live in.
the plan was to like we had maybe 5 guys essentially in our house, and I was hearing the situation with you guys, and I was like, dude, master plan. What if we combine our house groups together and just live there? Because
Yeah,
I
I remember this.
because my group was very chill as well. Like they really didn't care who was living with them. Same attitude was like pay rent and that's all.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like our I bring it up because our tenant, she's kind of weird about like sublets. Like she doesn't even want to hear like what her plans are to sublet. She doesn't want to know who they are or anything. She very much like doesn't want any responsibility to it at all. I guess
But
like
she's okay with you subletting, or she would have
yeah,
been.
yeah.
Okay.
It's I don't know. I imagine it like while your parents are out, it's like you're in charge of the house, but it's like don't tell your parents you're gonna have a party or something. I don't know. It's like the
I think
response.
that's
It's like the
I think
response.
that's what we would do with normal, like before subletting too, you know?
Really? Because
Yeah,
like
I mean, like
I worry about like being responsible for a house, and if like there's damage at all, I freak out.
no, yeah. I don't know. I think you could like I mean, it depends. There's a lot of factors that go in. Obviously, my opinion's skewed because I'm not owning and living in a place right now, you know? It's easy to say when
Yeah.
you're not, but I mean, I feel
Jeremy.
like you could party responsibly, you know?
Hmm.
What were you saying though?
No,
You were about to
nothing.
say something.
I was just like imagining Jeremy being a like a sub. I say the word subtenant. I don't know what the term is.
Dude, coming back, there's a rager going on. What are you doing? I said no parties.
Dude, the tenant's gonna be back any second now. It's like 5 minutes before they like turn the handle, and then you gotta
We're
like
like cleaning up. There's like a cleaning montage going on.
yeah. You have like Steph like trying to distract the tenant in front of the door, like, hey, you're back after your vacation.
Hey, how did the vacation go? Tell me everything about it now. And then you leave like there's like one cup or one beer bottle that was accidentally left.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
the
like, what's
what do you call it?
this?
The owner doesn't see it though. So there's like
Okay.
last minute somebody's got to grab it.
Exactly. Hmm.
And then like everything falls out of the closets because we didn't actually throw anything away. We just shoved it in a room.
All the beer cans and pool balls.
Dude, Bry Guy the movie.
The foundation of the building, and everything is falling apart.
Did you watch Regular Show at all when you were a kid?
We literally described a Regular Show episode.
Absolutely.
This is literally what they do every episode. We're also describing Phineas and Ferb if Candace actually busted the boys.
That's true. I was thinking of the first episode of Regular Show when there's the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
At the end, they come back and like all of the entire pretty much room collapses except for the hole in the wall, which stays intact and stays a hole in the wall. And they're like, "Oh, the hole's still there," even though the rest of the room's destroyed.
I would honestly just laugh if something cosmic like that happened. Like if that happened actually, that situation you described. Like
yeah, how else do you react to it?
Yeah.
Even if the tenant's like, "Stop laughing."
The biggest
this
divine.
Isn't funny.
The biggest divine joke.
Benson, stop dropping your balls. Yeah.
That was a good show.
It was. I loved that show when I was a kid.
They were like, I don't know, they touched a lot on like teenage humor, like stupid stuff like balls.
Yeah. While still like as a preteen being able to find it funny.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't go in the direction of like poop jokes, but the Cartoon Network board was like, no, you can't, everything but that. Because that's like, I don't know.
Don't bring that in. Stop talking about the poop stuff.
That's a huge demographic. I remember back in middle school. That's a lie. I remember back when my cousin was in middle school, not when I was in middle school. They would do Snapchat stories, but instead of a black screen.
Where is this going?
they sent a shot of their poop in the toilet. I think I've told this before.
I think you have too.
Yeah,
I think I've heard this from you before. That's something.
Obscene. Yeah.
That's something.
Like you go to the bathroom, you bring your phone with you.
That's just what you do. No, dude, I never took a dump in a school bathroom. Could not do it. No, they were always nasty.
No, that's true. Kids never lifted the seat. It was too much.
Dude, kids would never flush the toilet. Although it's no different at UMass either.
That's true. People do far worse.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. I don't like how I like the southwest bathrooms because they're so far apart from each other. I feel weird about like sitting next to a person like while pooping because in Orchard Hill the bathrooms are next to each other.
They're really small
you have four bathrooms and like they're like united together. That's
the unspoken rule. You just don't do it. Either that or you do it. You just stick your hand under and we're in this together.
They should just cut out a hole in the wall between you two so you can just hold each other's hand.
I think people would do something else with that.
Really? Oh, okay. I just realized.
Usually when it's a very wholesome belief,
the glory hole, the corn.
No. It's a hand-holding hole. That's what it is now. From now on.
I'm too wholesome for that.
You are.
No, I'm not. Dude, I thought cornhole was a dirty expression. It doesn't sound clean.
Yeah, in high school, they're like, "We're having a cornhole tournament." You're like, what? What are you talking about? Where am I going to high school?
You remember the episode in SpongeBob where they're like, "Hey, SpongeBob, we have like a 5-mile butt smacking."
That was definitely odd.
No thing. Yeah. I didn't even know what the game was. It didn't make. I was like, what does corn have to do?
Do you not know what cornhole is now, or do you know now?
I know what it is now.
Okay.
It is fun sometimes to go through life ignorant of some stuff. and then like not knowing stuff so that you can play.
Seems to bring happiness.
You can. Is that
I feel
a
like there is ignorance and
remark on
bliss.
politics?
Oh no, on politics you do not want to be ignorant.
Yeah, no, no.
Unless it's in politics on a whole.
Yeah, I thought you were making a hint at a segue.
Nah, dude, just life. You know, as a little kid being ignorant of everything, so happy.
Yeah, you just poop in your diaper and
Send pictures to your friends.
is that what my child is gonna be like in the next generation? Am I ready? Am I ready to bring that into the world?
Give me a kid name. What'd you name a kid?
Oh man.
One of your kids, not just a random kid. That'd be weird.
Do I love this child? I have to, obviously.
No.
Okay. Let's go
Brian Jr. I hope there's a Brian Jr. in the future.
I fucking hate my name.
No, you're stuck with it. I hate you, Dad. No, I'm joking.
Let's go with Raphael, the new Ninja Turtle.
It's a kick-ass name.
Yeah. Where are you going with this? Like Mad Libs or something?
Nah, dude, you're just in the family group chat. Raphael, stop sending pictures of your poop in the family group chat. Your grandmother doesn't need to see that. Have you seen that Key and Peele skit?
The baby that's like a dude. Like it's like they get Jordan's head to like fill.
Goo gaga.
I want milk.
I want milk.
This is a baba. I want mama's milk.
Sing me a song.
Hush the little horse.
Dude, I love that just one scene. Goo gaga. I want milk.
Dude, Jordan is so talented. He plays everything.
Dude, he plays everything. He writes.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I love that in people. Like when they do
everything.
When they do one thing, they kick ass and they move on. They're like, I learned as much as I could from this, or
yeah,
I'm hitting a ceiling and it's like time to move on to something else. And
that's the whole thing about school,
Well,
I feel like
expand.
I was just saying, like going through bio, it's like, okay, what else? But you can't, because then you gotta you'd be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Drown yourself in debt learning everything. So you gotta stick
to
cleaning teeth.
Dude, land kill it at that ollie, make it your one star wonder trick and then just move on to something else. You're like, hey, do you want to see a
Give up skateboarding?
Do you want to see an ollie? And it's like, whoa, all right, time to do something.
You drop the fattest ollie of all time, pick the skateboard up and just dump it in the trash.
Right. Snap it in two. Don't let anybody don't let anybody taint your success after that. You're like, son, here's my skateboard. I want you to beat my ollie time. Like, how do you beat ollie, Dad? It's like, I don't know, but
dude, speed run life. You gotta hit the tech.
Yeah, I feel that. I want to do other stuff too besides school. Like I have this. It's kind of been fun to like make conversation and like learn.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Learn more about people, like have more perspective, and at the same time like learn how to talk to people better. I don't know. They're kind of like it's kind of practical at that point, but also fun for me. And then
I'm doing that too.
What do you mean? Oh, like something
yeah, just talking to people.
Practical and fun. Yeah. I have this other thing.
I feel like
no. Finish your thought. No, go ahead.
I was just saying. I feel like when I'm not hanging out with people in person, I just I don't know, get lazy. I guess
No, I feel that. I feel like I have a responsibility to people in a sense to like be engaged and like know what's up, what's the scoop.
That's good. I'm trying to do that.
Cause like you kind of get, for me, like I do get motivated when I like know what other people are doing. Like I don't live in my own head because I feel like there's things that things I don't know, and it's nice to like get worldview, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing this other thing. It's kind of like a scholarship team, sort of. And it's very ragtag because it's like me and this other guy, and not me and two other guys, and like we kind of it's pretty much what I just regurgitated before about like being responsible for each other. Um, like I try not to like get lazy over the weekends, like even the weekdays, because like I have an agenda to keep with these guys, and I have to stay on top of it, or else like it's not a team anymore. Everyone's just kind of doing things by themselves, and it falls
What are
apart.
the responsibilities? What are you doing?
So far, I'm keeping the responsibilities kind of low. Um, basic, so to quote unquote, the entry fee is like you show up to a meeting, to our weekly meetings, and you bring two scholarships to the table for your, partner or other partner, and you work from there. Like this week.
What do you mean? Like of one that they could apply for,
Exactly,
or
exactly. I should have clarified. That's exactly it. It's
interesting.
like you help. It's like
How
you
do you
help you.
find this?
It's funny. I had a scholarship book that I stole from my public library. I still have it.
Back in Swampskit,
Yeah,
does it have the on the
got it.
index the tab?
Got it right there. There's
Dude,
like
you
a
better not show your face around those parts anymore. Have an overdue library book that long.
no.
The
It's like
FBI
a.
is gonna roll up as soon as you step foot in Swampskit.
No, I gotta turn off the camera. Do you ever see that? It was in one of those Greg Heffley books where he was like paranoid of seeing his librarian in public because he stole a book on like sock puppets, and like they're gonna arrest him when he's an adult.
I vaguely remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there was a story in the book. Two of the authors were in this scholarship team that's like made of three people. Uh, and like two of them were going to Harvard, but they couldn't pay for it because it was like 60K a year, and
Mhm.
they thought like, why not like work together and earn scholarship money? So like these three people, they met up every week, and the only requirement was, have two scholarships for the other people in the group.
Like definitely, I feel like give the motivation. I feel like if it's looking for scholarships yourself, you're like, oh, it's a lot of time. I won't find anything. But if you have a responsibility to find one from
Exactly.
someone else, it's like,
Yeah, I
I got to
agree.
do it. I don't want to let them down.
I agree so much with that because that's kind of how it's felt.
Oh,
I
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, no, no, and yeah, if you're ever interested, just hit me up whenever. It's just it's very new. We just started it like
I am worried I would
a
let the
few days
people
ago.
down, but
I
I'll
feel
keep
like
it
that.
open. I'll let you know.
I feel like that's expected. Because like the school year's just started. We don't know how busy people are gonna get, but
Yeah.
I think it's a good like motivation in general. Don't feel like the guys so far in it. One of the guys like two of the guys are good friends of mine, and they're very chill. Like they get that everyone's on a different time zone schedule, like
Hmm.
availability, and we can. It's weird. I'm not sure yet how to like make sure everyone's on the same page because everyone is in different places. Like how well off or like how independent they are, and like, okay, what can I do for this person where they still want to like our self-interest, our interests are aligned pretty much to like keep it going. I was thinking before this podcast, I was like, what if I hook Jeremy in? Like, what if I like go through my book right now and like dig through a fat ton of like dentist scholarships for him, and he's like, oh, I'm in. No, no,
You piqued my interest.
you caught my attention. What's that Django line? It's like you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. No, there's definitely some dentist scholarship or internship or any opportunities in this book. I was gonna look for them for you anyways, honestly, because why not?
You don't have to.
No, 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 no.
I gotta work on like finding that stuff myself,
I guess so.
too.
I
I
don't know.
mean, thank you though,
Yeah, yeah. No,
also.
I wanted to get to it at some point. I've been like trying to part of this quarantine that's like been, I wouldn't say good because it's in bad taste, but like I've definitely been more thoughtful, like about all the people
Productive?
that, yeah, huh?
Oh no, never mind.
Oh, just
I was
thought.
completely
Well,
off.
I wouldn't say productive, but definitely thoughtful about
Yeah,
like uh,
it's even
I don't know,
better to be honest.
everyone I've interacted with. Like even people way back. Like I've been writing letters lately to people that
Really?
okay, letters as in two letters, not like I'll probably like write more letters as the semester goes on. I don't know how I'm like a perfectionist where I want to like get all my thoughts out on the page, and
Hmm.
like I'm not trying to be pen pals with someone. I'm trying to like write them a long like complete like I don't know. It feels very holish. Like you don't need to say something back like thank you or whatever. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
just getting your ideas out, tell
yeah,
them how you feel.
exactly.
That's nice.
I like fleshing out. I think it helps me. I've said this with Steph on the like a few podcasts ago, but I like to. It's nice for me to like flesh out my ideas because it's kind of like a gauge. Sounds kind of corny, but it's like a gauge for like, okay, what do you find important about these people? Like,
Yeah,
and put it on paper.
I gotta start doing stuff like that. That's another thing I need to work on, you know? I feel like I just, a lot of times, especially when I'm just hanging out with friends, it's just, I really get, I don't know, it's just, I just don't really think about it too much, which I guess is a good thing, but I'm just like, oh, just having a good time. I feel
Yeah,
like I don't get too close with people. I don't know. Hard to explain.
you watched the Trico interview, right? I
What do you
wa-
say?
I
What do you
it,
say about me?
no. I was just
I'm joking.
no. You made a good point because I learned nothing about Trico in that interview. Nothing new
What
about him.
happened? I watched the beginning of it. He just kind of looked
Yeah, no,
tired.
I can sum it up. Like all of his responses were like, yes, indeed, quite well said. That's true.
Dude,
Really,
facts.
yeah, it was not
I
very
wonder what
bouncy.
that's like. Hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't expect people to watch these videos, but it's more for me, honestly, than
Dude,
anything.
his got like what? I think when I you sent me the link, he's got like 46 views or something.
It's embarrassing. I clicked the video like 20 times. Not because I wanted to make it look more popular. I just wanted the thumbnail, but the video kept loading right away. Like I wanted the thumbnail.
I don't know if that counts as views though.
It,
It
it
might.
I think it did. I mean,
Did it?
yeah, because I didn't do that before with any of my other videos. I clicked it a bunch of times.
Okay.
I don't
I'm gonna do
know.
that with mine for the next couple days, all right?
Yeah.
Let's get to 1 million views. I'll help. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, we'll make like 20,000 fake Gmails and then subscribe to Brian H.
We'll beat PewDiePie.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, I do need to go now. Although
Dang
if you were
it.
ever interested in a part two, let me know.
I would
I would be
I
down.
love recurring guests. I want to get to other stuff too, but that's I can obviously say that for another time. Um actually, I didn't write that much. I wanted to talk about like you going into dentist stuff, but I'll save that for another time.
I'd always be down to keep going. It's just right now I do
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
go
no.
somewhere. And
This is
first, I do need to go to the bathroom too.
okay,
And I will send
Jeremy.
you a picture when I'm done.
He's not gonna do it, guys. Why am I saying like there's people here? All right, Jeremy.
Applause.
Yeah,
Get the
Jeremy.
audience reaction.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Jeremy. Why am I making it sound like there's still an audience? Because it's just you and me. No, but thanks for doing this though. Dude, when did you get to campus so quickly? Okay, all right, Jeremy. I'm not playing games anymore, Jeremy. You have a good camera. I can't, my camera can't do filters.
You can't? All right.
All right,
Thank
Jeremy.
you for having me. It was a great time.
Thanks for
I'd
coming on,
absolutely be
Jeremy.
down to do this again, podcast or no podcast.
Awesome. And I'll get back to you on like that dentist scholarship stuff if I have time when I get to it. Or I don't know.
Whenever. If not, it's cool too.
Yep. All right then. Around, Jeremy.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.